Coming up on Win News, Australia Day award finalists gather in Canberra. Canberra Zoo unveils a new playground, and the Cavalry's quest to win the Claxton Shield continues tonight.
Across Canberra and its surrounding regions, this is Win News.
Tonight, finalists gather in the capital to hear who is our Australian of the Year. Authorities warn heatwave conditions will peak tomorrow. And Canberra's Australia Day preparations get underway. Good evening, I'm Geoff Phillips. Also coming up tonight, 95 of the best and brightest fresh-faced medical interns welcome to the Canberra Hospital. As we go to air tonight, a hot field of state and territory finalists is gathering at the National Arboretum to see who will be crowned the Australian of the Year. WIN's Michael Hammond joins us now from the event. Michael, who is firming as the favourite?
Oh, well, Geoff, I'm not a betting man, but certainly a lot of the markets are favouring the two cave divers who were behind that incredible rescue mission involving the soccer team and their coach in Thailand. But let's see what all of the finalists have been up to throughout the day. A luncheon and a dinner, photo ops, and a chance to rub shoulders with our nation's leaders, as are announced after 7:30.
A reflection of the very best of Australia.
Michael Hammond, Win News.
Over the Australia Day long weekend, ACT residents are being urged to stay safe as the region swelters through another heatwave. The Bureau of Meteorology says the mercury will soar to uncomfortably hot temperatures. Alison Hatley has the details.
Heatwave conditions have hit Canberra yet again, but this time throw into the mix a long weekend jam-packed with major outdoor events, and you've got a recipe for heat stress. Alison Hatley, Win News.
Canberrans are making final preparations for Australia Day celebrations to commence across the region tomorrow. Reporter Emma Groves has the details about what's happening around the capital.
From Top Guns to Nat Bass and the Rogue Traders. More information on events and transport, follow the links on Win News Canberra's Facebook page. Emma Groves, Win News.
The Canberra Hospital has welcomed 95 fresh-faced medical interns as it undergoes major reform to improve its results and reputation. As the recruits hone in on their own skills and insights, there's also a focus on respect and kindness to rid the perils of the past.
Dr. JT Kostler has traded in the textbooks for a stethoscope and cannula as she embarks on her new career.
The Tasmanian tiger may be presumed extinct, but our National Museum of Australia has been offered a funding lifeline to preserve a rare related artefact. The federal government will provide $125,000 to help the NMA acquire one of just 45 complete Tasmanian tiger or thylacine pelts. It dates back to 1923 and still contains traces of DNA. Still ahead on Win News, the Canberra women embracing woodwork as a pastime. And let your kids run wild as Canberra Zoo unveils its new Adventureland playground. Canberra women keen to carve out a new hobby? Listen up. Bega's popular Two Sheds workshop is expanding to the capital and encouraging female would-be carpenters to come out of the woodwork.
For more than 30 years, these have been Joe Sakamani's tools of the trade.
Jindabyne country crooner and winner of last year's Toyota Star Maker competition, Brad Cox, will take the stage for one show only tonight at the Tamworth Country Music Festival. Meantime, there's plenty happening out there in the streets.
The streets are alive with the sound of country music.
Friday Sport is next, a rollercoaster BBL debut for former West UC player Matt Gilks. The Illawarra Hawks hit the court of the AIS, and a final hit out for the UC Caps ahead of their first WNBL semi-final.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman. What's better than the sale? It's mates rates time at Harvey Norman. In-store and online now.
The UC Capitals will hit the court of the AIS in just over half an hour when they take on Perth in Game 1 of the WNBL semi-final series. Coach Paul Gorris is confident his players are ready to go after a good week on the training court.
One final hit out for the UC Capitals ahead of their drought-breaking finals appearance.
To say Matthew Gilk's Big Bash debut was a rollercoaster ride would be a bit of an understatement. The former West UC cricketer made a nightmare start to the Sydney Thunder's clash with the Perth Scorchers last night, but finished it as one of the match winners.
Given the gloves in his maiden BBL outing, Matthew Gilks couldn't have dreamt a worse start.
A host of young talent will take to the field tomorrow night when the Brumbies take on the Melbourne Rebels in their first pre-season trial of 2019. A number of players will make their club debuts in the clash, with James Slipper and Tony Pulu among those named to start. Kick-off is at 6:30 at Viking Park. Entry is free. That is sport. Chris is standing by with the weather, and these heatwave conditions will continue tomorrow.
Yes, Geoff. In fact, temperatures will peak tomorrow at 40 degrees, but the good news is there is a cool change coming. I'll tell you when after the break. Welcome back. Maximum temperatures were above average and some areas got close to record levels. Tonight's weather photo is from a 12-year-old superstar photographer, Tom. And how's this for an angle? Tom snapped Lake Burley Griffin from under the Kings Avenue Bridge. And what a top shot there, Tom. Keep up the great work. Let's have a look now at some details from today. Warm and sunny at the coast. A good day to be at the beach if you were lucky enough. Now 34 degrees and 27 for Ulladulla. Further south here, Marion 29 degrees and 34 was the top for Bega. Looking inland now, a hot and sunny day for Bombala after a relatively cool 13 degrees in the early hours. And towards the ACT, a hot and sunny day, Canberra 39 degrees, northwesterly winds gusted to 48 kilometres an hour in Bungendore. On the satellite, a high pressure system over the Tasman Sea will remain near stationary during the next few days, maintaining a ridge towards the Queensland coast. On the synoptic chart, a low pressure trough moving into southwest New South Wales is expected to push further into the state during the weekend. Southerly winds behind this trough should take the edge off the heat in many districts, although the northern inland is forecast to remain very hot. To the forecast now for the south coast. Mostly sunny with a chance of showers and storms by the afternoon. Wollongong 28 degrees and 31 for Nowra. Further south we've got similar conditions. Bateman's Bay 29 degrees, 28 the top for Bega. And inland to the Snowy Mountains, hot and partly cloudy tomorrow with areas of smoke haze. There's also a medium chance of showers and thunderstorms by the evening. To the forecast for the ACT, a very hot day with a sunny morning but a medium chance of showers and storms by the afternoon. For Canberra tomorrow, it'll be a hot day in the capital with possible shower and storm up to about 4 millimetres is expected. Having a look at Canberra's temperatures for the week ahead, showers and possible storms will develop across the weekend and into next week. We can also expect a slight dip in temperatures on Monday before that mercury looks to be pushing back up into the mid-30s. But I hope everyone has a safe and fun weekend and stay cool in this heat, Geoff.
Absolutely, Chris, thank you. And that is Win News for Friday the 25th of January. To view some of our reports, visit the Win News Canberra Facebook page. I'm Geoff Phillips. Have a wonderful Australia Day weekend. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.